a man comes back after you pulled away, you need to listen to me very carefully. Yeah. Because in this moment, most women make a mistake.
Girl, get your AI looking booty off my screen. I do not take advice from AI. Never have. Never will. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Mrs. Lamb. This is Coffee with Mrs. Lamb. I have my coffee right over here, and I hope you have yours too. I want you to take a seat right here. Right here. And let's get started. Today I wanted to talk about dating. I am an old married woman, and I am definitely not out in these streets, but I hear it is rough out there, and I want to talk about it. I want to listen to your advice. I want to listen to your hot takes on dating. So let's go.
Welcome back to things you should never tell a man before he's actually your man. Number 1, never tell a man your full trauma backstory on date number 2. Okay, and I'm not saying you should hide it forever, absolutely not. But what we should have learnt by now from me, okay, and just the world around us is that a lot of men, most men, are slightly evil. A lot of them are sociopaths, okay, narcissistic pricks who will study you, study your trauma, write it down in a little mental notebook and use it against you later, okay? And some of them are so hooked that they will subconsciously use your trauma against you to manipulate you, to control you, okay?
I do agree with her, but not for the same reason. I really don't think that you should be trauma dumping on anybody on the first or second date. Keep that negative stuff to yourself. You are there to have a good time. You are there to present the happiest, funnest version of yourself. I'm not saying that you should hide who you truly are. No. But that person, man or woman, does not need to know your entire villain origin story before they even know what your favorite color is.
My sister had a baby, and I took it over because she passed away, and then the baby lost its legs, and its arms, and now he's nothing but a stump, but I still take care of it with my wife.
Okay, they are just there to enjoy themselves and to maybe get to know somebody new. They are not there to be trauma dumped on, so don't do that. Now, for her to say, oh, don't do it because all men are evil or most men are evil, you can't walk around and try to date with the assumption that an entire group of people are evil. I mean, what if a man came on here and was like, most women are cheaters, most women are gossipers, so you cannot tell them your business. You know, like I don't think that's a nice thing to say. Now, play it safe. Always drive yourself to the first and second date. Have an exit strategy. Heck, bring a pepper spray. All of that. But to walk around with this bitterness in you about past relationships, that's not going to get you far in a new relationship. That's poisonous, and it'll ruin the relationship. So I wouldn't do that. However, yeah, don't trauma dump on people. It's not nice, and it's not pleasant, and nobody wants to get all this negativity from you when you guys just met. Okay, I'm going to 100% have to mute that because I'm going to get copyright struck. His female friends are his failed talking stages, by the way. Oh, I don't know what to say about this one because I kind of feel like it's true.
We've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
But if she did put him in the friend zone and he's been very respectful of the friend zone and they're just buddies, I don't really see a problem with it. I've never been a huge fan of dating a guy that has a ton of female friends that he hangs out with all the time. I think it's a little weird, but that's just a personal preference.
When a guy likes you, there's one speed he's gonna take. Okay, welcome to Daddy Academy, and it should look like this.
Daddy Academy.
48 hours of meeting you on a dating app, okay? A few exchanges back and forth. He will get you off it, get your number, set a date for that weekend. Throughout the week, you will get consistent communication from him, not constant. You might skip a day or so, but you will know that for certain that date is happening that Saturday night. Go on this date. Have an amazing date. You have a great time. Coming out of that date, whether you text him first or he texts you, there'll be that communication on Sunday. He will say, obviously if the date went really well, I would love to see you again. What are you doing this weekend? So plan the date for the following weekend. You agree? You're going out that weekend. There will be consistent communication throughout the week, not constant. Okay, so he's not blowing up each other's phones, but you will hear from him maybe every day, every other day, but enough that you still feel confident about the way things are going. You go on that second date. Repeat. More or less, it's going to be that same cycle. Okay, he's not going to be love bombing you. You're not going to see him 4 times in 2 weeks. Like it's this consistent 1 week date, a little.
I totally agree with, what was it? The Daddy School? Daddy Academy. Daddy Academy, that's funny. I totally agree with the Daddy Academy. He's spot on. If a man likes you and he is sincere, what you will normally see from him is consistency and communication. You will see that he is clear on his intentions and that he is really wanting to get to know you for the right reasons. I totally agree with this.
If she's playing games, send this text message. Hey, I'm looking for something more consistent than this. I think it's best we leave it here. This shows that you don't tolerate hot and cold behavior. She can either step up or step aside.
Okay, if you tell her, okay, what did she say? I think it's best we leave it here. And she goes, oh, no, I'm sorry, like, blah, 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 I'm gonna do better. At that point, I feel like she's not respecting your boundaries because you literally just said, let's leave it here, meaning I'm done with this. I'm gonna do something else. So expecting her to step it up doesn't really make any sense, because if I was hanging out with a guy, but I wasn't really sure about him, and he sent the text, I need more consistency, let's leave it here, I would be like, cool, I'm gonna move on, you're gonna move on. Totally respect that. If she feels the need to step up, I feel like at that point she's pushing boundaries. If you say let's end it here, that means let's end it here. But I don't know, that's my opinion. If someone tells you let's leave it here, it means that it's time to move on. To me.
Once you understand the psychology behind this, you
Wow,
will
her
never
hair is
chase,
gorgeous.
overthink, or wait for commitment ever again. If a man starts to pull away the second you become invested and interested in him, listen up. Because what I'm about to tell you, you will not unsee, will hit you like a ton of bricks. But let me give you an example. Say you walk into the YSL store, the Chanel store, and you see an expensive bag, and you're like, oh, I want that bag so badly. And you start planning in your head, like, oh, you start thinking about that bag. I can take it to Paris. Oh my God, it would look so good with that outfit. You start imagining yourself with it, okay? It becomes real. You're like obsessed a little bit. But then imagine the Chanel guy from the store calls you the next day and is like, hey, do you still want that bag? And you're kind of confused because you're like, what? Why are you calling me? Like, this is kind of weird. And then he calls you again the next day and he's like, hey, what about if we lower the price? Like, it makes you not want it because you're kind of like, whoa, I kind of wanted the bag, but now you're making me feel weird because you just keep texting me to see if I still want it, and it's like decreasing the value. You see, that's what happens whenever you constantly text him, whenever you're begging for his attention, whenever you're like, hey, are we still hanging out? Just checking in. Hey, how are you?
You know what? I actually agree with this. I don't think we should be comparing ourselves to objects. However, she's right. A man gets very uncomfortable when he feels like dating him is your whole social life. If he feels like you're always available, you're always ready to go, you're this, you're that, you're waiting for his text, that's very stressful, and a man will pull away. A woman will pull away. If you're a guy and you're dating a girl like that, and you're texting a girl like that, it might make her uncomfortable. My best piece of advice would be friendly, be agreeable, but don't always be available. Have your own life going on. Have outings with friends planned. Have other things going on that makes you more interesting of a person. And it also gives that excitement to a man where he wants to pursue, he wants to chase a little bit. You know, you're interesting. Especially when you guys just start out. You don't want to be available all the time. It makes you seem obnoxious, it makes you seem a little desperate. So yeah, I definitely agree with what she's saying there.
Hey, you're lowering the bar, you're lowering your standards before he even tries, before you even give him a chance to step up. Whenever you're constantly texting him and checking in, you're lowering your value. Before he even invested in you emotionally, financially, before he even tried, you're decreasing your value. So next time you're in that situation, ask yourself, would a luxury item act this way? And act accordingly. I love you. You're amazing. Never settle. Once you understand the psychology.
I don't know if you should be thinking of yourself in ways that increase or decrease your value, because your value doesn't change. You are important. You are precious. Don't think that way. Don't think that doing something good increases your value and doing something bad decreases your value, because that way of thinking cannot be good for your mental health. You are precious. You are important. You are unique. You are special. And date knowing that you will be a treasure to somebody. Don't do things that make you feel like you're devaluing yourself. I don't know about the last part there, but I get what she's saying, and I do agree with most of her main points.
The number one way to tell that a relationship is not going to end in a breakup or not be a part of that 50 to 56% divorce rate is not through how attracted to each other the couple might be. It's not through even honestly their shared worldviews, morals, and values. Yes, that's important, but they don't need to be perfectly aligned. It comes down to two very important things, and that is, number one, you guys are best friends, because looks fade, shared worldviews, morals, and values, those are never going to be perfectly aligned. But if you enjoy each other's company, you could just be sitting there staring at the wall all day on a Sunday afternoon, but the fact that you guys are next to each other, you're entertained, that's huge. So number one, you guys are best friends. And number two, arguably just as important or even more important, you guys are genuinely not willing to give up. That's absolutely key. It's a choice at the end of the day, and the reality is, if somebody just chooses to end the relationship, it ends, right? So you guys genuinely have to make that choice every single day of, I will never, ever, ever leave you. The number one way to tell that a relationship is...
I think it's also important. I mean, I love that. Being best friends, that's awesome. I totally agree. With that, I mean, if you guys aren't even best friends, you're going to start growing to dislike each other if everything is based off of looks and attraction, because like he said, they fade. I also think number three, which, you know, he didn't mention, is that you both have to be people of character. That means that we both agree that we don't lie to each other. We both agree that we will stay faithful. We both agree, and we will hold to this, that we will trust each other in this relationship. You both have to be people, like I said earlier, of character.
The man that's meant for you, listen to this, is going to calm your nervous system.
Oh no, it's the Daddy Academy.
Welcome to the Daddy Academy. When you're with a healthy masculine guy, a man who wants to be with you, he's going to do everything in his power to make your life stress-free, fun, and easy, okay? He is going to be your peace, as you should be for him, but I'm talking to you ladies right now, okay? So a man who is showing up for you in this way, a man should be the emotional rock of a relationship. So he should be the person you can go to about anything and is always going to calm you down and make you feel heard, adored, you know, taken care of. If you're not getting that sensation from a man that you're seeing, this could be someone who you're just starting to see, because you will feel this sensation coming off of him pretty quickly. Within the first few dates, like, you'll get a vibe that this is this guy's nature, right? Mm-hmm. Or maybe you're someone who's in a relationship. You've been dating this guy for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you're noticing, like, you get more stress than the opposite in the relationship. He's not for you. He's just like,
Okay, spot on. The person that you were with, the person that you were married to, the person that you were dating should not be the source of your stress. I just mean like they should be rock steady. They should be somebody that you can come home to and relax with. If you are stressed every time you pull in the driveway because you have to go inside to this person, something's wrong. Something is very wrong. Totally agree. Well, that is all the time that I have for this episode. I hope that you had a good time. I know I did. I know I learned something. I hope you did too. Did you agree with what we talked about today? Did you disagree? Let's talk about it in the comments below. I hope that you will also hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.